Remember that this is the morning of the third day, and I shall rise again. I am the resurrection. All of prophecy tells you that I shall rise again. It's all about that. Luke chapter 2, verse 34. No doubt about it. Again, I love you forever, bless you forever. I remind you once again, my associates are children of the light. That just brings laughter to my heart, to my soul, to realize that at last I have those of you that love peace. And I only want to be in the presence of those of you that love peace. I love you forever. Shalom Aleichem.
What else does consider say? You're not serious.
Consider. To regard as.
No regard, period. Don't regard anything. No regard for anything. What is regard? Care? Respect? No respect for anything serious. All right, consider.
Consider. To believe after deliberation.
To believe after deliberation. See, now my people will come up and give you semantical arguments like you would never believe. The more educated, the greater the semanticists. I mean, they can give you semantics back. Oh, I mean, they can deliberate like you have never seen anybody on this planet deliberate. If you want to hear deliberation, go around my people in their meetings, and you'll hear all kinds of deliberation. But my Bible says, backed up by our dictionary, which gives you the understanding, some kinds of understanding what the Bible is talking about. The dictionary backs up the Bible with the fact that my Bible says they do not believe in what they talk about. They talk all about it, but don't believe in doing anything about what they talk about. Am I being hard on us? Or am I laying it out here like it is? Now, what kind of message do you want? A message like it is, or do you want a message in fantasy land? Huh? Boy, the truth is rough, isn't it? My people don't consider, they just deliberate. Talk about it, but they're not serious. They don't believe nothing they say. Isn't that something? I mean, here's people running off at the mouth that don't believe what they say. Not serious at all. Consider.
Consider. Judge.
They don't judge. They do not judge. Yahweh says they do not judge. Give me judge. What's wrong with black folk in America? They do not judge. They're not serious. They deliberate and don't believe what they say.
Judge. To pass judgment in a court of law.
We don't do that. Go ahead.
Trial. To decide authoritatively after deliberation.
See, now we're not serious about nothing like that. We leave authority up to white people, like you don't have authority. You have authority. To have authority, this scripture says to have authority, all you have to do is get serious. You have authority the moment you become serious. The moment you deliberate and believe your deliberations, you automatically have authority. I have authority. The Yahwehs have authority in this city. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We have authority. See, we own land in the city. We own property. And we can tell people authoritatively, we're closed. We tell people right on that beach, Anywhere we own property, we reserve the right to refuse service to you. As soon as we find an undesirable guest, I don't care how much money they pay, they come down to pay, we refuse to take their money, we suddenly become full. Y'all ever heard of that? When you came up to the counter, the hotel was full? You ever heard that one? See, I have that authority now. But I use it righteously. And when we have guests to check in that's loud, boisterous, using profanity, and disturbing our guests, then I check them out. See, when they come down to pay the next day, their money is no good. They get a refund if they need it, but see, you out of here. Is that authority? Oh, yes, sir. Is that the same authority as anybody else that owns hotels? The same authority? Same authority. I set the rules for the restaurant. For dinner, it's full dress. Why? Because I said so. It's because I have the authority. And I enforce it. I'm ruling. Oh, you can't deny it. You're not coming in here in a swimsuit. You can't come in here like Tarzan. See, Tarzan, you have to go dress up. Real or unreal? I have authority. I decide the menu. Well, you ought to have this. You ought to have that in here. Well, you ought to go open up your own restaurant and have what you want in it. I run this one. I have in here what I want in here. See, I'm serious. That's the power of ownership. I come to give black folk in America the power of ownership. And you have pride that goes with that. See, when you become an authority, you have pride. It makes you have pride. And you begin to stand tall. And, your shoulder goes back and your chest comes out. And, your head is erect. You have to be looking down, sometimes. You don't be walking around apologetic, jeffing, like the old slave does. You're free. I'm demonstrating that you don't need anybody's permission to have authority. All the people that you deal with in any community, if they don't want you in their community, they have the authority to put you out. Why? Because they own it. And if you become owners, why have you not had authority in your neighborhood? Because you don't own your neighborhood. People that live in other neighborhoods own your neighborhood. What do you love about that? You like to complain. See, the white man, the Jew, the old Cuban, no German. You just get nasty on people. Yeah, they come over here, they own every so-and-so thing in the neighborhood. Suckers won't fix the light, won't mow the grass, won't put no grass in the yard, won't fix the doors fall all down. Look at it. TV, come here, let me tell you about it. We fixing to have a rent strike. You are stupid. Why? What does stupid mean? You don't consider. What does consider mean? It means you don't deliberate and you don't believe your deliberation and you are without authority. Why are you without authority? Because you don't seek to own your neighborhood. You can say, I don't want X, Y, and Z to patrol my neighborhood. I want my sons to patrol my neighborhood. If you own all the property, you can tell them that. I patrol mine already. I don't need nobody's authority. Police say, well, we don't need to be here. I say, right. I'm in authority here. You got that right. I'm serious. I tell the police, you're not needed here. He has only one thing to do, book up. See, you didn't know that comes with ownership. That's the power you have. All you can do is book up. I'll arrest you for trespassing. Your uniform does not give you the right to trespass on my land or trespass in my house. You have to go by due process. I established due process. All you need is to become owners of the land, own your community, own your businesses. Am I buying it for Yahweh ben Yahweh? No, I already own it. I own the earth. The whole earth is mine. The whole world is mine, and the fullness of all of y'all on the earth is mine. All of you mine. Why am I buying it? To show you the pathway. All I'm doing is showing black folk, here's all you have to do. Don't you see it? I'm not prejudiced, but I employ black folk. And I'll give any folk a job, anybody, any nation. But I give it to mine first. They give it to theirs first. I think it's fine. See, I don't have a problem with Cubans hiring Cubans. I don't have a problem with Jews hiring Jews. I don't have a problem with Germans hiring Germans. See, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with Japanese buying up America. Any more than I have a problem with the French buying up Rinker Cement Company. They own it. Every single truck. France owns it. See, I don't have a problem with that. But you better not mess with me when I get ready to buy up my part. Huh? It won't be nothing left in this country. You better not mess with me buying up. You better. Yeah. Uh-huh. See, I'm serious. And I have authority. Authority comes with owning land and owning your businesses. Own it. They shouldn't have said it's free enterprise. They shouldn't have said it. I believe it. I believe it. So I'm exercising free enterprise. And if they mess with me, I'm going to tell them, don't come over here talking about taxing me. You owe me 434 years of reparations. We worked sun up to sundown for 310 long years without a payday. You bastards owe us everything in Fort Knox and everything that's printed on the printing press. You owe me the rest of the country. So, I'm going to call your hand in my time. You're going to pay us for our labor for 310 long years. You're definitely going to pay. Don't wonder if you're going to pay. You're going to pay. This helps you understand why they write bad about me. I'm serious. See, if I was a false black leader, then all I would want is your money. And, I'd have me a big mansion. I don't even have a house yet. Or I'm going to get one in time. But I own all the houses on the earth anyway, so I'm not worried about that. I don't have a house yet. Y'all have houses? I think that's wonderful. I'm busy buying my disciples houses, apartments, fixing them up, making them beautiful for all that follow me. I buy it for you. One day I'll have a mansion, because in my Father's house are many mansions. But then you'll have them too. Yes. Yes. That's the way I do things. But I'm serious. What's wrong with my people? They're not serious. My people have bought the game of me, myself, and I. I'm going to get all I can for me and my children. While all other nations come to America and they say we. And they say our. And our people say me. I want a business. Cubans say we own 18,000 businesses in Miami. That's what they own now. or it's gone up to 21,000. I think it's gone to 21,000 now. The Cuban ownership of businesses in Miami, while black folk who believe in me and I have less than 600 mom and pop operations. We vote for $1 billion to build schools in Dade County and then turn around and beg for a subcontracting job. How sick. That's just sick. You're not serious. Cubans voted against it. Y'all better hear this. Cubans voted against the bill. Huh? We voted for it. It passed. Cubans getting all the contracts. And we sitting on the sideline, moaning and groaning and complaining, and don't know if you're going to get one subcontracting job. And when the Cuban gets the contract and you see black folk working, see, and you think it's your fault. But nobody working on the job can speak English. They black with nappy hair, huh? But they're black Cubans. So it looks like they fulfilling the minority. I mean, they so slick and you so dumb, you call yourself a minority and you 50 million and strong in America. It's more of you in America than anybody. You are the majority. Call yourself a minority. Then the Cubans come and they are the majority getting all of the minority contracts. And life goes on, and black folk deliberate, and they're not serious. They don't know how to judge.
Judge. To appraise discriminatingly.
We are unable to do that. And what?
As an expert.
Oh, Lord, you know that's over. You know we through with that, don't you? Only thing we're expert at is throwing a bottle and a brick. Shooting up some drugs, dealing with cocaine. We're expert at that. But we're not serious about what you say. Say that again.
Judge. To appraise discriminatingly.
Discriminatingly.
As an expert.
Expert. My people, the Bible says my people don't do that. The Bible says my people do not appraise anything discriminatingly as an expert. Or we wouldn't be in the pitiful condition we are in. We already have all we need to be rich. We own the ghetto. Well, no, excuse me. We live in the ghetto. You can buy all the buildings in the ghetto dirt cheap. They're all dirt cheap. You made everybody afraid to live off in here. They don't even want to live in here. I mean, you can give white folks a building inside and say, you live in here, here's the building for you, free of charge if you just live in here. Nigga, you crazy. They'll tell you, you got to be crazy, man. I'm not finna live off in no ghetto. They're offering me buildings for, I don't even want to tell you. It's just ridiculous. I mean, they're just offering me this city. All over the city, all over the county. They're offering me land in Carolina, Georgia, everywhere in the country. I mean, it's real. Detroit, St. Louis, California. I mean, it's Philadelphia. I mean, when you go to Philadelphia, you have to go to Philadelphia and drive. Leave downtown and drive through Philadelphia. It's depressing. There's more black folk in Philadelphia than in Africa. I mean, both of them must be running Philadelphia. The homelands are in operation. It is depressing. I'm trying to figure out where the rich black folk live in Philly. We're the mayor in Philly, and we are still severely depressed in Philly. Buildings are just vacant all over the city. I mean, can you imagine us, me, and you living in Philly? You talk about turn a city out. Yahweh is wonderful. Judge. You're getting all this wisdom tonight from Judge. Consider. My people does not consider. This is your land. Even America belongs to you. Some of you are afraid I'm fixing to take you back to the east and to Israel. America is yours. You didn't know that? It's yours. Every square inch of America is yours. What? I can prove what I'm saying right here. It's in the book. Yeah. See, most of us know it's ours. I'm taking it. Y'all see me taking America? See, they can't give it to me. It's mine. And I'm just letting you watch me take it. I tell everybody I'm here to take it. White folks are afraid of me. What you gonna do, overthrow it? What am I gonna overthrow you for? I'm finna take it. I don't have to overthrow nothing. I waste my time overthrowing. I'll vote you out. I know how to vote you out. Have babies. We're doing our part. The rest of y'all have to wake up and have babies. Liz has the highest birth rate in America. That's the Cubans. They're having more babies than anybody in America. Why you trying to keep from having babies so they can run all over you? Huh? See, you just have to wake up and get your tubes untied and overrun the earth with babies. That's all. I'll take care of them. Bring me the babies. Just have them. Stop letting these people kill 2 million of your babies every year. That's what they're doing, killing 2 million babies every year. Hurry up and get together and have some babies. Just have babies. And teach them to vote. Yeah, teach them who to vote for. Can anybody beat black folk having babies? We can have babies faster than anybody. I mean, one just come out the chamber and a month later you busy again. That's how fast we can get pregnant. You don't even have time to have a 6-week checkup. You'd be pregnant. That's a blessing. Having babies is a blessing. Don't you feel happy about being here? Aren't you glad your mama didn't abort you? How many glad your mama didn't abort you? You may have had a rough time, but you're glad to be here. Well, then don't be killing no babies. You're trying to stop from having no babies. If the whole present population started with 8 folk from Noah, and all the people on the earth came from Noah, those 8 folk, look how many I have dressed in white just here. Huh? And Yahweh said, be fruitful. And what? Multiply. That's an order from God. And then he said, after you have babies, subdue the earth. Subdue it. You don't know what subdue means? Give me subdue. Shoot, man. Let's get serious about this thing. See, I'm serious. Subdue.
Subdue. To conquer.
Conquer. Be fruitful. He made us fruitful by nature. Multiply. What is multiply? Y'all know what multiply means? See, that's quicker than addition. See, that's a time-saving device. See, multiplication is a short form of addition. See, we don't have time to add. We need multiplication. And after we multiply, that means quick. Multiply means do it quick. Get it. Don't worry about nothing else but getting it. Just get it. You said it's fun. Go with the results. Don't stop the results. Results is babies. Multiply, then conquer the earth. Have you been taught this? Will the preacher teach you this? Do you learn this in school? You don't learn it in school. You don't learn it in church. Do you learn this from politicians? No? Don't learn it from educators. Don't learn it from the preacher. Don't learn it from the politician. Do you learn this from black businessmen? Don't learn this from black businessmen. Do you learn this from your socialization in your parties? Well, you through. How many admit that being fruitful and multiplying and having hundreds of millions of babies will solve our problem? Can you see it? See, most of us have been brainwashed to think if you have some children, you won't be able to make it. They'll cheat you of things. No. See, having babies makes it easy for you to acquire things. Because when you open up a business, you have an automatic support system. Huh? Yeah, when you're serious, see, when you have serious deliberations and you consider and you believe your deliberations and you make the proper judgments and you become serious in your appraisal, discriminatingly as an expert, then you come out with a plan that when it gets to be too many of us here, we move on out a little bit and set up another anthill. See, we do like the bees, we get us another hive, right? We get us another little center, another little leadership, another little queen, king, and we move on out and we move into some other neighborhood. See, you let the Cubans move in your neighborhood. And you let the Koreans move in your neighborhood. And the Japanese move in your neighborhood. See, you let that happen. You sit back and watch all these different nationalities move in your neighborhood. And they set up their businesses in your neighborhood and hire their children. Yeah, they hire their family, the husbands, wives, and children, and nieces, and nephews, and then they have more babies, and they create another business and hire their family, and you're the one making them rich. It's in your dumb neighborhood. What? And they charge you what they want to. And you pay it because you don't have any authority, no ownership. You don't think about these things. The earth is full of plenty. Yahweh said, have millions of babies and then move out and conquer the earth. Come on, give me some more of this subdue stuff. I like this subduing. I like to subdue.
Subdue. To conquer and subjugate.
And see, when we go out among whatever land we take, we conquer them and we make everybody subject. That's what I'm here to do, and I tell everybody, all nations, I'm here to subdue you and make you subject to the laws of Yahweh, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing nobody can do about it. I'm going to subdue Germany, and all of Europe, and Asia, and Africa, and China, and Japan, and all the islands. There's not going to be nothing left but us when I get through. I'm coming. You can get rid of the border. Don't worry about no border. This earth is mine. Don't you worry about no border. And I got plenty backup. I got a terrible crystal hanging out with 20,000 small spaceships hanging right out. Don't you worry about can you stop me. You who believe me, see, I'm born to rule the world. I'm born to subdue the earth. I am born to conquer. the earth. I'm born to make every person on the planet earth subject to the will of Yahweh. Nobody can do anything about that. Up front, I'm telling you. And I'm not bashful, and there's no conspiracy. I'm not talking about this in secrecy, and I don't care who hears me and know it. I'll show it to you. See, I have all authority. What's the basis of authority? Ownership of land. Well, then how much land do I own? The whole earth is mine, and the fullness thereof. Therefore, I have all authority. So all I have to do is multiply you, and then subdue it, conquer it, and make everybody subject. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And you who believe that I'm born to rule the world, and you who join me tonight, then I'll share the cake with you. Praise God. And you who do not believe that I'm going to rule the world tonight and believe it tomorrow and join me tomorrow, I'll share the crumbs from the cake with you. You who don't join me tomorrow and don't believe I'm going to rule the world forever and decide to join me the day after, I promise you righteous government. That's what your reward will be. Righteous government forever. So you can have cake tonight, crumbs tomorrow, or righteous government thereafter, because we're going to be over you. You don't join me, we're going to be over you. You have righteous government over you. And you'll be happy. Don't worry. Just be happy. See, if you're unable to pay your rent, just follow the one that Yahweh sent. Don't worry. Be happy. Isn't Yahweh wonderful? How many want to hear some more about this subduction? Subdue thing. Anybody want to subdue the earth? See, all who accept me, regardless of their race, their nationality, if you accept me, then you get to eat this cake. Mm-hmm. It's just that I come to you first, but I heard you be rebellious. It's written, but come on, son, subdue.
Subdue. Vanquish.
Vanquish. Well, that's a mean word. Check that out. Vanquish. That's a meaning. That's frightening right there. That word makes me tremble. Vanquish. Woo. Vanquish the earth? Woo. That's rough. But I'm not bashful. I'm here to do it. Vanquish. I'm going to stand back with this one.
Vanquish. To defeat in battle.
Anybody have nerve to rise up to fight against me? Yahweh said, do what to them? Defeat them. Vanquish them. So I told you it was me.
Vanquish. To defeat in a contest.
To defeat in a contest.
Conflict or competition.
To defeat in competition or conflict. Whichever way you want it, you got it. Come on.
To overcome or subdue.
To overcome. Overcome. We shall overcome. So you can't dream about this. You're not going to overcome at all dreaming. You have to get up and do battle. Is that it?
Vanquish. To suppress.
To suppress. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to suppress. I am a suppressor. I'm not an oppressor, but I'm a suppressor. I'm going to suppress. Read. Come on, show my nature. Come on, reveal me tonight. Suppress. I am a suppressor. I'm going to suppress this earth. Everybody on it, I'm coming to suppress, subdue, subject, conquer, defeat. That's me. What you think God come back for, It's written, he come to have all authority. Why do I have all authority? Because I own all the earth. I make the decisions what happened to my planet. I made it. You didn't know I made it? That's tough. You'll have to find out. I made this planet. It's mine. You're looking at the maker. I created the earth. And everything on it, I'm the creator. I am the creator. And I'm here to subdue my earth and take it back. You'll see me conquer it. And you see, our enemy is not prepared to fight me. He's unprepared. The manner in which he is prepared to fight me is not the way I fight. He has prepared for us to come and conquer America and the world on a carnal, physical manner, thinking that I'm stupid enough to pick up his weapons that he formed, and that he's going to reserve the superior firepower for himself and never sell it to us, and think that we're going to buy his bullets to try to fight him on his level. Oh yes, that's what he thinks. That's what he has all these concentration camps for and all this setup, FEMA. All this is set up because he thinks that our people in America, under me, are going to come at them physical. If I decide to come physical, he couldn't do nothing about it because I come from out the heavens. If I want to go physical, I can. But see, I'm here to establish that I'm God. That's why I bring a few earthquakes. I swallow up people through earthquakes. I swallow people up through volcano eruptions. I knock people off with the ice and the snow and floods and drought and famine. See, these are my weapons. I send mosquitoes after you, and flies and frogs and lice. Yeah, I send all that after you. You'll hear me when I get through biting on you with my bugs. You'll understand. See, all these are my weapons. So he can't do that. All the white folk together can't arrest a flood. The Air Force can't stop one of my tornadoes. And no set of Marines can stop my hurricanes. All of these are my weapons, beside my power on high. So then I leave my heavenly throne and all my power and put my mother plane on automatic pilot, and then come down here on the earth and dare everybody to touch me. And then I'm here to conquer you and subdue you and subject you to my will and let you know I have all authority in your face. This is dunk this in your face. This is skyhook in your face. That takes nerve to do that. And then let you know you can't conquer me. Why? Because I think on a level that you can't reach. My enemy is unable to strategize on my level. It's impossible. It's impossible. I speak in allegories and euphemisms. I speak in metaphors and similes. I speak prophetically, symbolically. He can't understand any of that. He's on a carnal level. He's beneath. He's inferior. So when I strategize and set up my stratagem for my war plans, and I lay it out in his face, he can't figure out what I'm saying. So he goes and gets in all his tanks and gets in his airplanes and he gets all excited, and then I just be knocking him out, subduing him, subjecting him. All the time, I'm doing it. As I speak, I'm doing it. I'm conquering America as I talk to you right here in this building. I'm doing it all across the country. I'm working in the choir. My workman's tools are not being had. He can have my phones tapped. He can tap everything, and everything I say is wide open because my conversation is holy and righteous, and there's nothing he can do about that. Doesn't know what I'm talking about. See, in the beginning, Yahweh created the heavens and the earth. He said, be fruitful and multiply and subdue the earth. See, I say that in his face. He don't know what I'm talking about. And my people don't consider because they're not serious. What am I back to? Judge or back to? Suppress. What is suppress?
Suppress. To put an end to forcibly.
Yeah, I'm here to put an end to wicked rulership forcibly. And when the enemy hears that, what does he think? What does he think? Guns. Doesn't he? I bet you he thinks tanks. Well, Yahweh ben Yahweh will never buy a tank in America. Don't want a tank. Don't need a tank. Not to suppress an infidel. I don't need a tank to suppress an infidel. I don't need a tank to suppress a heathen. Isaiah 54:17. I'm going to let you see it. I'm not just talking up here. Although I'm about ready to quit now. Not because it's not good. I'm just having a good time. Isaiah 54:17. You must read this as I bring my message to a close for tonight. Never know what Yahweh is going to teach, but he's always exciting. He never disappoints. It may frighten you, but don't worry, I'm God. Just be happy. I'm not worried. I'm happy. Read.
No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Let's read that again. Isaiah 54:17, let's read it again. Read.
No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord Yahweh.
See, to win, all we have to do is be what? Righteous. How do we subdue the earth? Be righteous. That means that righteousness is superior to any weapon formed by the hands of a man. Righteousness gives us the power to forcibly suppress wickedness. Isn't that something? This is a spiritual level. The enemy thinks on a physical level, I'm moving on a spiritual level, and I win. Read. Suppress. Yahweh gave us orders to suppress.
Suppress. Quash.
What? Quash? That sounds like smash. That sounds like step on a roach and twist your foot when you step on it. All right. That's what Yahweh said, dude. I got to do it. Come on. Suppress. I want to learn what I'm supposed to do.
Suppress. To curtail or prohibit the activities of.
Uh-oh. See, all these wicked folk with these pornographic movies, I'm going to curtail that. I'm going to stop that wicked activity of women showing their birth canal on a movie screen before the world. Bunch of freaks. See, Bundy told you, as long as you leave that on, they're going to be killing you and your children and your wives. They're going to be doing a number on you. Bundy told you. Said, you pornographic, wicked folk, that's what made him do it. He told you. I saw his interview. He said, pornography was my incentive. Pornography was his inspiration. Watching women be subjected to all that wickedness on the screen is what made him do it. I'm here to curtail all wicked activity. That's what suppress is.
Suppress. To keep from being revealed, published, or circulated.
That's what I'm going to do with pornography and all wicked teachings and wicked writings. I'm going to stop all of it. The only man that'll be upset with me curtailing this kind of activity is a freak. Old freak. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Instead of going with a woman, you looking at a picture. Can't make no baby looking at a picture. Huh? The old peeping Tom and stuff, looking through holes. Huh? Be making holes in doors, looking through them. Old freak head. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to stop that. Freaks better take up, because I'm fixing to stop it. Only one upset would be a freak. You have a wife, you don't need pornography, do you? Huh? Yeah, the real thing. You don't have to be going through no change. Old fool peeping through a hole. That's really something, isn't it? Huh? I'm going to get you. I'm going to suppress you. I'm coming into power. I'm going to stop that mess.
Suppress. To keep from conscious awareness.
You won't even be conscious of wickedness. You'll never be consciously aware of wickedness ever again.
To hold back.
Hold all wickedness back. Never let it out. Suppress it. Put it in a bottle and put the cap on it. Hide it. Yes?
Check.
Checkmate! Checkmate! Check! All you chess players.
To reduce the incidence of severity.
That's what I'm here to do. Reduce all wicked incidents. Come on. That's enough, isn't it? All these are orders from God. How many are glad for my teachings on and revealing to you tonight the word? Are you really happy? All good people are happy. In conclusion, Psalms 29:2, in conclusion. Boy, Yahweh is exciting. Good gracious. How many believe that God is destined to rule forever? Anybody? Yahweh is his name. That's who he is. That's who's going to rule forever. Psalms 29:2. Read.
Give unto the Lord Yahweh the glory due unto his name. Worship the Lord Yahweh in the beauty of holiness.
All you have to do is be holy. Give glory, the glory due unto his name. Give Yahweh the glory that's due his name. And that's what I've been doing all night, is giving glory to the name Yahweh. Explaining clearly to us Yahweh's plans for his earth. His plans are to suppress all wickedness. We are his heirs. We've inherited land, we've inherited the earth, and that includes America. Don't worry about your enemies, whoever they are, no matter what the nation they are. There have been nations stronger than America that came against us, and they're all gone. They've all been destroyed, and we're here. Don't worry about weapons. Be righteous. Be good. Be holy. Be upright. Practice the law, statutes, judgments, and commandments of Yahweh, and no weapons formed by the hands of man will prosper against us. And we will subdue the earth to the will of Yahweh. And guess what? When the righteous rule, the people rejoice. Praise Yahweh. When the wicked rule, the people mourn. Who is ready for righteous rule? Learn how to be righteous, and you'll be the ruler. I love you desperately. I've enjoyed you tonight. And I've enjoyed all that Yahweh has had to say. I love you. I've enjoyed you. Aniyaho.
Know and